The Outer Worlds 2 made a triumphant return after years of anticipation with a brand new gameplay trailer at the Game Awards 2024. This reveal marked the first significant update on the game since its initial teaser back in 2021 during the last ever E3. Obsidian Entertainment confirmed that the Outer Worlds 2 will launch in 2025, not just on Xbox Series XS, but also on PlayStation 5 and PC, and it will also debut as a day one title on Xbox Game Pass. This new trailer gave fans a taste of what's to come for this new RPG, delivering an exciting mix of humor, gameplay snippets, and intriguing world building for the Outer Worlds. This trailer's tongue-in-cheek tone immediately reminded me why I loved the original game in the series. Obsidian humorously acknowledged the extended development time for this game, promising a sequel that's twice as big despite taking 3 times as long to make. The visuals we saw in this new trailer from the Outer Worlds 2 showcased vast, colorful environments and dynamic action, setting the stage for an ambitious evolution in the Outer Worlds franchise. But before we get into it, if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest gaming news. The Outer Worlds 2 takes players to an entirely new solar system, leaving behind the Halcyon colony of the first game. The sequel's world building expands exponentially with promises of environments twice the size of its predecessor. The trailer that featured at the 2024 Game Awards showed stunning locations such as a desert planet under a striking blue and red sky, and interiors far surpassing the grandeur of Byzantium from the original game. The narrative of this new game focuses on a factional war involving the Protectorate, a group of so-called benevolent rulers, a rebellious scientific religious order, and a corporate megapower. Players will be able to decide the outcome of this conflict as they play throughout the game, navigating the intersections of church, state, and capitalism. The satirical take on hypercapitalism and corporate greed that defined the first game in the Outer Worlds series returns here in the second, but this time the stakes are higher than ever before, and the world is definitely bigger. While the sequel in this series retains the DNA of the first game, Obsidian Entertainment is introducing significant gameplay enhancements in the Outer Worlds 2. The new trailer highlighted faster, more dynamic combat, emphasizing refined action mechanics from the developers. Players can expect a broader range of weapons, more fluid movement, and exciting new abilities to unlock in the Outer Worlds 2. Also, a predator vision mechanic and brutal takedown kills showcased in the trailer suggest an emphasis on more visceral, cinematic encounters with enemies. Stealth gameplay, already a notable feature in the original game in the Outer Worlds series, receives an overhaul here. The addition of advanced social stealth systems and improved disguise mechanics promises greater flexibility for players who prefer subtlety over direct confrontation. These upgrades in the game's overall mechanics will align with Obsidian Entertainment's commitment to giving players diverse options in how they approach challenges in their games. Also, character creation and progression remain at the heart of the experience in the Outer Worlds 2. Players can once again build their own protagonist here from the ground up, with options to specialize in various skills and traits, including the beloved idiot build from the original game. Companions will also make a return, offering unique dialogue, relationships, and gameplay support. This focus on character and narrative customization ensures that every playthrough you experience in the Outer Worlds 2 can feel distinct and personal. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the new setting and new worlds for us to explore, and the gameplay innovations coming in the Outer Worlds 2. One of the standout elements of this new trailer was its visual fidelity. The Outer Worlds 2 embraces the power of next-gen hardware, delivering a generational leap in graphical quality. The environments they've made in this new game are richly detailed, featuring dynamic lighting, vivid color palettes, and intricate textures that elevate the game's aesthetic. The Baroque and decadent interiors teased in this trailer highlight Obsidian's commitment to creating immersive, visually stunning spaces for us to explore. And these environments you see in the game aren't just backdrops, they are intricately designed settings that reflect the narrative themes of excess and conflict that underpin the game's story. And the trademark humor that defined the Outer Worlds is alive and well in this sequel to the game. The trailer poked fun at its own development process, acknowledging the game's delays and setting expectations with self-aware wit. This irreverent tone is woven throughout the series, and fans can expect the same sharp satire and clever writing to permeate the dialogue, quest, and world building in the Outer Worlds 2. The humor in this game extends to the factions and conflicts within the game as well, with exaggerated portrayals of corporate greed, religious fanaticisms, and political machinations. This blend in the game of absurdity and social commentary was was a hallmark of the original game in the Outer Worlds series, and it appears to be even more pronounced in the sequel to it. Despite Microsoft's acquisition of Obsidian Entertainment, the Outer Worlds 2 will launch as a multi-platform title, appearing on PlayStation 5 alongside Xbox and PC. This decision of multi-platform releases mirrors the approach taken with the first game and reflects Microsoft's evolving strategy for its first-party studios, with games like Indiana Jones, Sea of Thieves, and one of Obsidian's other titles, Pentiment, all releasing on PS5. Of course, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle hasn't released for PS5 just yet, but will in early 2025. But fans across all major platforms will be able to experience the sequel in the Outer Worlds series, ensuring a broad audience for Obsidian's ambitious project. 2025 is shaping up to be a monumental year for Obsidian Entertainment and the gaming industry as a whole. In addition to the Outer Worlds 2, this studio is also launching Avowed, another highly anticipated RPG, on February 18th. With two massive titles currently in their development pipeline slated for release in the same calendar year, Obsidian Entertainment is cementing its reputation as a powerhouse in the RPG genre. Avowed will kick off the year with a rich, fantasy-driven experience, while the Outer Worlds 2 will close it out with a bold, satirical journey through space. The dual releases for them as a developer highlight Obsidian Entertainment's versatility and its commitment to delivering quality RPGs across diverse settings. But I imagine we will probably not get an actual release date for the Outer Worlds 2 until there's an actual release date announced for Grand Theft Auto 6. Everyone in the gaming industry will want to avoid that release like the plague. Obsidian Entertainment has a long, storied history of crafting memorable RPGs, from their amazing work on one of my favorite games of all time, Fallout New Vegas, to their Pillars of Eternity universe, which will be the backdrop and setting for Avowed. The Outer Worlds continued this RPG tradition, earning praise for its witty writing, engaging gameplay, and richly crafted universe. And the sequel also aims to build on that legacy, offering an experience that is bigger, bolder, and more refined. The original Outer Worlds game struck a balance between humor and depth, providing players with an engaging world full of memorable characters and impactful choices for you to undertake. With the Outer Worlds 2, Obsidian promises to expand on these strengths, delivering a game that appeals to both returning fans and newcomers to the series. With its confirmed release window of some point in 2025, the Outer Worlds 2 is poised to be one of the year's most exciting RPG releases, and one that I am personally very excited to play at some point next year, after Avowed of course. The combination of expanded worlds, enhanced gameplay mechanics, and Obsidian's signature storytelling sets high expectations for the sequel. I mean, the first game had great writing, and I'm expecting some more of that in the second game. As the gaming community and subset of Outer Worlds fans awaits for further updates from the developers, this re-emergence of the Outer Worlds 2 signals a bright future for Obsidian and its commitment to delivering unforgettable RPG experiences. And personally, I can't wait to see what they do with Avowed here. Having a new fantasy RPG from them will be awesome. Whether you're a veteran of the original game or a newcomer to the series entirely, the Outer Worlds 2 promises a journey filled with humor, action, and choices that matter, a hallmark of Obsidian's craft. And honestly, if you haven't played the Outer Worlds at this point, I highly recommend it, especially the DLC Murder on Eridanos. That was a masterpiece. With a bold new vision here for this game and a vast new universe for us to explore, the sequel in the Outer Worlds series is ready to solidify its place as a defining title in the RPG genre. Let me know down in the comments what you think about all of the new information we received on the Outer Worlds 2 at the Game Awards 2024. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest gaming news. And if you're looking for something else to watch, click one of the videos you're seeing on screen right now. I will see you there.